Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. Members of the Muslim Brotherhood have accused the Egyptian military of a massacre in the streets, saying that police and security officials shot and killed more than 35 people during demonstrations on Sunday. Protests are increasing today as both sides call for opposing demonstrations in what will surely become a violent gathering. The situation continues to hold dangerous currents of civil war, with members of the military defecting to opposition groups and an increasingly divided society. Industrial accidents have increased this week for reasons that have led both researchers and investigators to question why so many accidents are happening within such a short time. In the last 24 hours, plane crashes have turned fatal in both California and Alaska. Train derailments in Canada, Russia, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, and Florida name just a few of those that occurred within the last 7 days. And 2 large explosions at a Louisiana chemical plant, a fertilizer plant exploding in Texas, and a propane facility in Indiana name other industrial accidents that have occurred this month. Pepsi announced that it will begin reducing a known cancer-causing organic compound from its beverages, but states that the responsibility ultimately falls on suppliers of the coloring agent that has been shown to cause cancer in laboratory testing. 4-methylamidazole, or 4-MEI, is a proven carcinogen and also the most commonly used browning or caramel coloring agent in the U.S. food supply chain. The findings and fact that the chemical still exists in our food supply makes us question the FDA's mission statement, which is to protect the public health by assuring safety and efficacy in our nation's food. We expect to see a statement from Edward Snowden or the WikiLeaks group today in response to Venezuela's announcement that today is the political fugitives' last day to accept their offer of asylum. Cuba's leader, Raul Castro, allied with nearby Latin American countries, offering to allow Snowden safe passage through his country, making the political fugitives' acceptance of the asylum offer an obvious choice. Bonds in the financial market dropped across India, Australia, and Israel, with the Australian dollar sinking to a near 3-year low of 90 cents against the dollar. Thousands of protesters in Yemen marched against their government, demanding a revolution and succession from the north on the 19th anniversary of a civil war that joined the two countries, forever losing the South's perceived independence. Witnesses claim that protesters have blocked streets and businesses and have forced government offices to shut down for fear of violence. And to wrap things up, over 21,000 cases of measles have been reported this year in Pakistan. Both a 7.2 and a 6.6 struck the Papua New Guinea area of the Ring of Fire in today's quake watch. A new tropical storm worth watching formed in the Atlantic, and Russia announced that its first fully operational, long-term floating nuclear power plant will be running within 3 years. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by SHTFplan.com, where even the officials go for news, and SQmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.